Perfect. So just as my beautiful friend here, Dr. Miriam, was saying, we do get really maternal and we want to do everything and take care, which is beautiful. But I need us to kind of think in the bigger picture, right? So the bigger picture is we as moms want to be sane, right? We can't do everything every second, every moment of every day for all of the kids. If you have one or if you have five, it doesn't matter. You have to be able to give them that sense of independence. And when you do, here's what happens. Their confidence goes through the roof because now they feel capable. You know what I did today? I poured my own water. You know what I did today? I logged myself onto my own school. I figured out what the assignment was. I did it. I asked my mom to check it because I didn't know if it was right. But I did it. I feel so good. And that is an amazing self-esteem builder for the kids. So how do you get there? I think making schedules is super important. But I have to say this, on top of all of the scheduling, flexibility. So you have to find this mixture of making this schedule, but at the same time understanding a sense of flexibility in there so you don't drive yourself crazy. And if you think about it, and I want you guys to give me some hearts if you can understand what I'm saying here, but when you see kids in school, there's a structure. And even though they claim that they don't like school, they know what's coming next. They know first period, they know second period, they know this teacher, that teacher, they know, like, they have this sense of what do I expect? And that is a huge confidence builder. So what do you think, Dr. Mariam?
Let me say something out there. That is 100% true, but those kids were trained for that. Those kids, you know, when they came into that classroom, they were told, this is how you need to behave. This is what is expected from you. This is what we need from you. These are, you know, why and how are you, and all the incentives around behaving well that the school has to create, because if not, how do you do it? So, you know, I think, you know, and you can tell us about how do we build that scene in the child's mind for them to reach that level?
And at home. So I think it's a lot of the same. I think you think about, what do I want the child to accomplish? What's the rules in our home? What is the structure in our home? And then we start to recreate that. So I'll give you an example. When we wake up in the morning, it's usually like a little bit of a relaxed time because I am starting with my meditation, period, right? Which is a whole other conversation we have to have, because parents, it's like we're getting ready to, you know, drive 100 miles. You've got to fill up the gas tank. You got to make sure you're ready because we're going to engage with these kids throughout the day. So that's the first thing. So my day doesn't start right away first thing in the morning with the kids. And then around 9 o'clock is when we really get started with everything. I don't know, maybe that's early to you, but for us, it's kind of like that's the time. And then we have a scheduled time for technology. Listen, after you get this done, and this is what you do independently, and this is what we do together, then you can start your technology time, not until after 1 o'clock. Don't touch it. Don't ask me, just after 1 o'clock. And then they know what's coming. So we have lunchtime at a certain time, but it's flexible. If we're working and it takes longer, no problem. But they know what's coming next. So I don't get a lot of, when can I use it? When can I use it? Mom. When can I turn it on? When can I? Because they know, okay, don't even ask her till after 1 o'clock. She's not even going to, you know. And when are we going to have lunch? We always have lunch. As soon as we put all the work away, we have lunch. So you know when lunch is coming. So that anticipation is really important. And you can build that schedule too, kind of on your own terms or around whatever the school has planned right now for your academic schedule.
You're saying something extremely important for me, which is the following. Once you set up a contract with your child, parents need to keep that contract, which we're so bad at it because we want things to go well. So it's very hard for us to have that child fall. So if we say, okay, so today, for you to be able to complete an independent type of work, you have to wake up, you have to do your bed, you have to, you know, like all the things, grab your water, grab your snack, you make the whole list for them, okay? And you finish at that time, okay. But if they don't do it, then what do you do as a mom? You know, if you know they're not going to do it, you know.
So I have another added advantage. I used to teach in the classroom also. So for me to keep the structure is very easy for me because I know what the response is if I don't. I know that it makes my day harder. And I really am I like to look at the big picture, you guys. When you look at the big picture, you realize, listen, if they follow through with this today, then they'll follow through with it tomorrow and the next day. And the more it gets into a routine, then they're going to be really secure and really strong and at ease with this, which means I am going to be really secure and strong and at ease with this. And it's really important. So you have to make sure that the incentives are there and they know what they are. The consequences are there and they know what they are. And I think one of the things to help us feel safe with consequences is that they have to match what has happened. You don't need to have this big punishment and you're punished for this, but there's a consequence. You know, you didn't do the homework. Okay, there's no technology. That was the plan. No, it's not fair. It's fair because we talked about it and that's it. And it gets a little like, oy, 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 like, I don't want to fight about this. But trust me, after you get them used to the system, just like the school did when you take them to the physical school, they will get used to it and they will live up to it because they're able. And we have to let them know we trust them and we believe that they are capable of this and we hold